Thurston. Hey. Hey, Thurston. Hey. Hey, buddy. Hey. What the fuck? What is he doing? Thurston. Come here. What are you doing? Thurston. Why do you have a Freddy head on? What the frick? Man, we're gonna be talking about Freddy's Day. I just thought I'd come in like kind of like a Halloween costume. You know what I mean? Is that weird? Okay. Today we're gonna be talking about Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm just gonna just for future reference, I'm gonna say it Freddy's. We're here with Thurston with the golden Freddy head on for some reason. You know what, Thurston? I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty dope. That you have a Halloween kind of Freddy. Is that gonna be your Halloween costume this year? Hell yeah, man. All right, cool. So today we're gonna be talking about Five Nights at Freddy's Plus, which is a Five Nights at Freddy's fan game that kind of is close to releasing. They released very interesting, in my opinion, probably the best kind of horror I've seen recently. At least in a year. You know what I mean? Like, very, very cool horror. They kind of do a VHS style kind of video where they kind of go into the atmosphere horror kind of thing, if you guys know what I mean. Very interesting. I heavily enjoyed it. If you guys have not watched it, go watch it. I'm gonna put it in the description. Very, very cool. It is an actual game, so obviously there's a game coming with it, but the way they did the VHS tape was very cool. But I found some very interesting kind of screenshots where in both the VHS tape and the Foxy VHS tape, sorry, which I thought was very interesting. I found some Easter eggs. I have some theories for you guys, so stay tuned for that. Very interesting stuff. The first kind of cool thing I found, a golden Freddy head. So in the screenshot, you can kind of see golden Freddy's head. He very, very clear as day. Pretty much, I think it's golden Freddy. I don't think it'd be a normal Freddy head because honestly, you have that color. Here's another screenshot, kind of more blurrier, but you can see that he's clearly got that color. You know what I mean? Very interesting. I think that's a golden Freddy head, right? Next screenshot's very more kind of smaller, so it's kind of hard to see, but if I point it out, you can kind of see this is another golden Freddy head. You can kind of see the eyes, the nose, the cheek, the little dip at the mouth, the little slit at where the nose and the mouth connect. You can kind of see the eyebrows. It is kind of squared away, but it looks very, very close to a golden Freddy head, which is interesting. I think that's very, very unique. In the next frame, you can kind of also see another kind of light, which is also very intriguing because this screenshot, it's very, very coincidental, but it also looks like the Freddy's 4's Nightmare animatronic, which is, you can kind of see that little scar over his eye, the two eyes, the little nose. He looks angry looking, you know what I mean? It looks very, very close to the Freddy's 4's, Nightmare animatronic. So that's very, very interesting to me. Thurston, what do you think about the Golden Freddy screenshots? Do you think that, I think they're a little coincidental, but, oh no, yeah, man, like, I think honestly, the first two screenshots were great. Like, I think that's an actual Golden Freddy head, but I think those coincidental lights, they're very close to the real thing. But I don't know, man. Like, I think it's a little bit too far fetched. Oh yeah, man, I get it. Like, I personally know that, yeah, it's probably a little far fetched, but I think it's very interesting to point out. You know what I mean? Like, very, very interesting. You know what I mean? At least to say it's interesting. Got creepy to know that maybe there's a golden Freddy in the background looking at Foxy. You know what I mean? Maybe there's I don't know. I think the Freddy's 4 is a little bit more far-fetched because I don't see why Freddy 4's Nightmare could be in there. Maybe it's a hallucination on the cameras. I don't know. Maybe it's like a gameplay mechanic of the hallucinations. Golden Freddy will be part of that, where he'll be kind of on the cameras, just getting the player to knock the camera down so that they can get jump scared by the other animatronics that are in the establishment. So I think it's very interesting, to say the least. So the next the next thing I found was a puppet screenshot, which over at the right you can see. I'm gonna mark it for you guys. You can kind of see the eyes and the streams. That looks like the puppet to me. You can see the mouth. That looks like the puppet in the kitchen. If you look at this screenshot of the marionette's mask, it looks very similar. It is a little stretched out at the top, but I think it is the puppet in the kitchen, which begs to question, what her mechanic is. And I personally, my theory is that she won't be the marionette, in the box getting wounded up and that mechanic. I think she's gonna be actually moving around in this game in Freddy's Plus. I think they'll be moving around. They'll be doing their thing. She'll be or he will be going and trying to kill the player in a different way. So I think that's very interesting. That puppets there. On the same note, on the same screenshot, you can also see a little bit later, you can see a Balloon Boy kind of doll, which is interesting. Or a, what do you call those things? Like bobblehead. Very interesting. I don't think it's anything gameplay related. I think it's just a little Easter egg, little fun Easter egg, because you can also see the little chef guy to the left there, kind of on the desk. So I think it's a little Easter egg. I don't think it's anything significant, but if you guys do think that Balloon Boy will be in this game, let me know in the comments. Thurston, do you think Balloon Boy will be in this game, or do you think it's just like a little fun little Easter egg?
Yeah, man, like, honestly, I think it could be, Balloon Boy could be in this game. I don't know if they would do the same mechanic where, he steals lights, or maybe he'll turn off the power for a little bit, and you won't have any doors or something, which will be interesting. In all realness, so it might be just a little fun little Easter egg, you know what I mean?
No, yeah, I think it's a little Easter egg, but I think if he is in the game, I do think that, yeah, he's definitely probably going to be shutting off the lights on, shutting off the doors, disabling access to the camera for a little bit, which would probably play to, Foxy and Marionette. It's kind of like gameplay mechanics. Maybe Foxy will start running up, or Marionette will move a lot more when your camera's disabled, you know what I mean? Maybe there'll be other characters, which, going into that, next screenshot, there's a picture or glitched out animatronic here, and I think this animatronic is Lefty. It looks a lot like Lefty. If you compare Lefty to the glitched screenshot, you can kind of see, the eye up here, little, it could be an eye or an ear. You can see a little cheek, red cheeks on the right side and the left side. You can see a little bit of glitchiness up here. I don't know what that'd be. Maybe the mouth, part of the mouth. At the bottom, you can see kind of a row of teeth, a little bit blurry, but it's there. And then you can see kind of a bow down there, all the way at the bottom. Comparing this to Lefty, it's got all the same features. You know what I mean? Very, very interesting. I do think this is Lefty. Which either it could just be that it's Lefty in the back room, kind of like there, just kind of chilling in there, kind of setting up that idea that Lefty's been built from the start from Henry, and he was built to capture the marionette. Or maybe Lefty is just another animatronic. He's set apart from the marionette. He's his own animatronic, which will be kind of interesting to see. Something to support it, we know that in this universe of Freddy's Plus, you can see, Freddles. Here's another screenshot of Freddles, kind of there. Which Freddles was all the way in Pizzeria Simulator number Freddy 6, which is way far. So very intriguing to me. That Freddles is here. If Freddles is here, Lefty could be here, right? Any of the characters could be here. So I think Lefty could be in this game. I really do think Lefty's in this game. I think it's a little interesting though. Which also another thing, that Freddy's has is minigames, which is very interesting to me. Minigames has always been a thing of Freddy's other than number 1. And I'm not sure if Freddy's 1 has minigames, but I'll correct myself if Freddy's 1 does have minigames or not. I know that Freddy's 2 has minigames, and Onward had minigames. And here's a screenshot of what it looks like to be a minigame. You can kind of see, the boy running down up here. You can see a little bunny, what looks to be a bunny, or maybe it's a puddle of blood, which is, doesn't make as much sense to me, but it does look like a bunny. Maybe like the purple bunny. And there's also on the left side, you can see kind of like a car rolling down, which is interesting to me. Which pretty much confirms that there's minigames in Freddy's Plus. But I don't know what this minigame's trying to say. The fact that there's a bunny suit next to a child, maybe it's just explaining the first part of the establishment. Maybe it's like a different version of William Afton killing the children. I don't know. It is very interesting to me. If you guys have anything to say in the comments about it, let me down below. Yeah, Thurston, what do you think about that?
Man, honestly, I think it's intriguing. You know what I mean? I think there definitely are minigames in this one. Very interesting to me. Yeah, I got nothing else to say. I think it's a minigame. I agree with all your points.
Honestly, man, yeah, I do think it's a minigame. It looks very close to a minigame anyway. So, 100%. If you guys have anything, or if you guys have a different idea about what this is, let me know below. 100%. Next thing. I think this is very, very interesting. So Foxy, we haven't really seen a full body model of Foxy, but we do know he's more run down. He's more, more like a pirate. You can see kind of like the golden rings on his ear on this screenshot, which also shows like, in this screenshot you can see, the really nightmarish teeth, but you can also see he has golden teeth. And in this other screenshot you can also see it's more darkened, but you can definitely see more goldenish teeth, which is interesting. So, in this screenshot, you can see in the middle of of his teeth inside of his mouth, you can see kind of like a face there. Either it's a face or something else. Maybe it's a worse version of the endoskeleton, but I'm not sure about that. I think this is straight up a face inside of Foxy, which is interesting. I might just be pointing to the fact that there is, the bodies are being stuffed in the suits like normal. You know what I mean? Like Freddy's 1, where they were stuffed in the animatronics. But what if it's not the human? What if it's the animatronic stuffing them? Which gets my extra point. The biggest theory I have on this video is Chica's human teeth. You guys probably saw it in the thumbnail or the title, but Chica's human teeth, very interesting to me. This one I'm really sure of. So in a screenshot I was looking at, let me pull it up. You can see, you can see on the bottom right Chica's head, right? You can see her head. She's she's got no eyes. She's looks like kind of like Toy Chica's figurine, but if you look down there, you can see kind of human teeth there. It looks more uneven. It doesn't look like an endoskeleton, because endoskeleton teeth are more, ununique, are more, straight, perfect. You know what I mean? But these look imperfect, like bigger. The teeth are a little bit bigger. That she has a little bit of gums up there. Looks a lot more like human teeth than an endoskeleton, set of teeth, right? Which is very interesting, because also, as it looks, Freddy also has a human eye bulging out of his mask right here in the same screenshot, which you can kind of see a little bit of blood on the little eye right there. So what if, the animatronics are, instead of being repaired, they're repairing themselves, but they're repairing themselves with both human and animatronic parts. They're ripping off human parts and putting them as their own parts, you know what I mean? Which, to me, is more horrifying, because it's like, these animatronics are literally ripping out human teeth, they're literally ripping out eyes, even more stuff, possibly. It's very creepy to me. And I was looking around on YouTube, though. And I saw this video where he was this guy was basically going into more Freddy's Plus footage, and he was looking at secrets, and his name's Miko Mask, and in this little segment he has a screenshot of kind of what he put together. Credits to Miko Mask for this, but he basically solved one of the little Easter eggs, one of the little secrets in the game. And you can see kind of numbered down his wake up performance. Basically, it's like an animatronic testing kind of thing, where it's like the wake up, look around, audience greeting, kind of the coding, right? It's definitely coding. If you look all the way down, you can see kind of 11 and 12 it says safety protocol maintenance and manual control override. 12 sounds like literally being able to maintenance their own animatronic parts, right? Manual control override sounds like they're basically manually able, so they're overriding the manual stuff with humans and they're doing it themselves, which also says available, which is interesting. Safety protocol maintenance sounds like it's the maintenance safety to where they're not mistaking the parts for anything else. Like, they don't mistake an eyeball for a baseball or a golf ball, right? So what if, and it does say fail and restricted, which is interesting. So what if the coding got screwed up and is now the animatronics are now mistaking human parts for animatronic parts because they're so similar, and they're ripping out the human parts and putting them as their own parts, which is horrifying to me, 100%. And credits to Miko Mask for the screenshot, but holy crap, this is pretty much, I think, confirms my theory, right? Very interesting, at least. Thurston, what do you think about this?
Yeah, no, this is very interesting, man. It's freaking crazy, man, that, Chica might have human teeth. They're ripping off human parts to put on human teeth. You can also see, that someone either got stuffed in Freddy's mask or, he kind of, at least got parts put in him, right? And you can see a little bit of blood on it. So what if they're doing the same thing for Chica? That's a very interesting theory, man. 100%, dude. Anyone in the comments, if you guys think, any of these things are false, true, what do you guys think of these? Very interesting, very not interesting, I don't know. Tell me in the comments below. I'm down to debate, I'm down to talk about it. Very interesting stuff, right? These I personally found, by the way. I don't know if anyone else has talked about it. If anyone has, let me know. Very interesting. Because not many people are talking about these kinds of things with like the Golden Freddy creepy little things, Lefty's screenshot, the minigame, the human teeth, people are talking about the Freddy eyeball, but they completely messed the Chica's teeth, you know what I mean? So I think it's very interesting. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to, to debate, if anything, and yeah. Let me know in the comments if you guys think this is some interesting stuff. I'm gonna be jumping off now. Let me know if you guys think there's some interesting stuff. I'll see you guys later. Bye.